Hello, I'm Matt King, and this is Lygophobia. Now, this is a game that I found on rpgmaker.net, and the screenshots were promising, and I kind of like the concept of it. Now, before I start going into this with a first view, something like that, first look at, I want to talk about the title. The name Lygophobia means fear of the dark, or fear of darkness, however you want to say it. But from what I understood and what I could research before doing this, it's not fear of darkness per se. Like, they're not scared of the darkness. It's about something with a fantasy that people make in the dark. So in the darkness, there are monsters and things like those, but only in their mind, and that makes them be scared of the darkness. It's weird. I'm not sure if that is the correct definition. Maybe someone can correct me, but I doubt it. So now let's start with a new movie. It's not a new game, it's a new movie. So I like that. Many secrets reside in the darkest corners of our rooms. Should I say that I'm afraid of the dark, or what's hidden within it? Maybe I just fear what the darkness represents, a black hole filled with broken promises, forgotten memories, an unknown world where the only limit is person's imagination. You spend your whole life looking for answers in the dark, but what happens when the dark comes searching for you? So we play as three guys. Jeremy Miles, who is a writer, ironically. Why the hell do I even bother? I can't write a novel in the state I'm in. I like how the faces are changeable, like with their emotions, which you don't really see that much in RPG games. RPG Maker games, I want to say. I've been having the same nightmare for the past 2 weeks. I don't even want to sleep anymore. And this is Barbara, which seems to have the only normal name the whole game that I can't pronounce, it seems. She is, from what I understood from the site, she is her girlfriend. Sorry, it just came after. I just came with that after. This is where I want to die. So she's the girlfriend of Jeremy here, and we'll play as her at some point if I understood well. Sorry that I didn't knock, but I've been worrying about you. Why haven't you been answering any of my calls? I just wanted to be alone for a while. These last few weeks haven't been kind to me. Just tell me what's been bothering you. You should talk about your problems with other people. I can deal with my own problems. It's not like anyone could understand me anyway. If this is about your phobia. Now, here's how you can... Now, this comes... It has not a morality system, but emotional system. So now, we can be calm or aggressive towards her and an answer or something. I honestly never was the person to be very aggressive, so I would just go with calm for now. It's not about that at all. I've been having the same nightmare every night. Nightmare? What was it about? In that dream I awoke in my old bedroom that I had when I was a kid. The whole room was shrouded in darkness. The darkness seemed to move like it had a mind of its own. I was overcome with fear and I couldn't move at all. Did something attack you in the dream? I'm not exactly sure. I always wake up sweating and breathing heavily. Maybe you have some repressed memories. You could go see someone for that. You mean therapy? I know I'm not the pinnacle of mental health, but I don't need to see anyone about this. I hope you're right, Jeremy. Would you mind if we continue this conversation tomorrow? I need to head over to the supermarket and pick up a few things. Wait a minute. I always do. Maybe now I can hear the music better. The guy that made this gets points for me. The music is good. I like it. It also might be the normal RPG Maker thing, so it doesn't really matter. That's fine with me. I hope this is all over soon and we can spend some quality time together, like normal people should do. I like that, Barbara. Okay. Here's the thing where the guy kind of lost me, but it's kind of subjective, whether he lost me or not. Sanity meter. The meter that pops up in the upper left corner determines Jeremy's current mental state. It will appear every time the player makes a choice or performs certain actions. Now, here's the thing. I know I might be coding Yahtzee on this one, but I don't like when a game makes me feel something. I don't want. I mean, it makes me feel like I shouldn't even be playing the game. Like, a game should be played, from my point of view, by the emotions you feel. Then, like I did with Always Sometimes Monster or To the Moon, or Actual Sunlight. I think the game bases more about the emotions that you feel, and giving you a meter of sanity or emotion, whatever you call it. It just makes me feel like, yeah, you're kind of forcing me to feel a way I'm not feeling. But he also gets 1 point. He loses 1 point for that thing, but he gets 1 point because in the RPG Maker game, to make people feel something is kind of hard. And it's harder than you would think it is. Because, okay, if you look at Mad Father, for example, I'm not scared of Mad Father, like, at all. And because Mad Father never tried to input that I should be scared of it, or what happens in it. Mad Father is a game made in RPG Maker Wolf, if I remember well. That is a horror game. But it's not a horror game that's kind of frightens you per se. Like, let's say, Dead Space. For example, Dead Space. You might be scared of Dead Space and what happens there. But Mad Father isn't like Dead Space where you should be scared of what's happening. Now, and that's the weak point of horror games when they are made in RPG Maker. Because the only thing that comes with them that's good is some sort of a plausible story and good design. Because, again, that seems to be the only thing that goes for horror RPG Maker games. Now, he gets 1 point for the fact that this is implemented. So at least it gives me some points, since this might not be as sad or thought-provoking as To the Moon, Actual Sunlight, or Always Sometimes Monster. So he gets a point for this, so this one kind of balances itself out a little bit. These choices and actions will have a positive or negative effect on Jeremy's current mental state. Certain dialogue and choices will change accordingly. Having Jeremy's sanity as suicidal or below could possibly lead to his death or worse. Try your best to stay sane. This also reminds me of Fahrenheit, but I never really got to play Fahrenheit, unfortunately. There are plenty of choices in Lygophobia, but not all of them will lead to the desired outcome. Try not to get anyone killed. Okay. Players are assholes when they are given multiple choices, so yeah, people will die. I should probably head to the supermarket and pick up a few things. Let's explore a little bit. I don't know why looks like he's moving like slow. Not really that much interaction. I like the fridge though. What do you have here? Oh, the bedroom. Nice. Normally when people use, maybe things are finally starting to change back to normal. Did I say something else? No. When people make RPG Maker games like Actual Sunlight did, they use the modern titles thing where they have a shower instead of a bath. Yeah, you know what? I kind of like the bath more. It's hard to believe that I kept all these toys from my childhood. I guess it's part of me I can't let go. It's always part of men. Women get detached more easily, if you ask me. A Whisper in the Dark. Oh my god, the name is awesome. It reminds me of that Skyless song by Jeremy Miles. I wish I could think with a clear head, but I have a lot on my mind. Oh, he's irritated. Oh. Well, that wasn't good. So yeah, there's the sanity meter in action. I should just went. Now he's irritated. Watch him go suicidal after this. Come on, dude. No umbrella. Door's locked. There's no reason for me to enter my neighbor's house anyway. Maybe you want to get some coffee? Or maybe you want to get some sugar. What are you doing? That isn't your apartment. Oh, sorry about that. Hey, that anime bubble thing. Sorry about that. I must be a little confused. How are you, Mark? How's it going, Mark? I'm doing fine. My job has been going great for me the last few months. Why are you standing out in the rain? I usually come outside to think, but the weather has been horrible the last few weeks. The rain isn't so bad when you get used to it. It was nice talking to you, Mark. I'll see you later. Yep, that creepy, awkward guy that you don't really want to talk to. Okay. Okay, so we tried every house, every door, and it didn't work. Oh, nice auto transport. I like it. I swear that I have my wallet in my back pocket. I'm afraid I can't help you with that. You'll just have to leave and come back some other time. Damn it, how could I forget that? The damn dog again. He has been roaming around outside all week. Do me a favor and take him with you out. He's probably just looking for a place to stay. The weather has been rough this week. His eyes seem to filled with sadness. Oh my god. You know how you have Grumpy Cat? This looks like suicidal dog. Like for real, it's suicidal dog. Like look at it. He's like so miserable. He's like Dave's clone, like kill me. Oh my god. But the animation, or not real animation, but the drawing, I guess, is good on this one. He's like real depressed. I wonder if this color can tell me anything. He's like happy now. Those big puppy eyes. Examine his collar. It seems to be blank. I wonder why this dog is roaming around with a color and no name. Dog begins to wag his tail wildly. Now he's smiling. Smiling dog. Now this dog is kind of creepy. He's really creepy. Do you want to come home with me? I don't have much, but I'll share what I have with you. Okay, I like it. The dog seems cute now. The dog nods his head in approval, because the dog can understand you somehow. I suppose I can come up with a name for you. How about I call you Shadow? Really? Well, the dog appears to like his new name. You call him Shadow. Why? Aren't you supposed to be scared of the dark? Minor tidbit with the naming of the dog, but doesn't matter. I guess it's so then. Let's go home, Shadow. So, interesting thing. I think this game took influences from what the guy said from Heavy Rain. And Heavy Rain is the sequel to Fahrenheit, which is not real direct sequel if I understood well. Like, no character from Fahrenheit really appears in Heavy Rain. But you know, now we're playing as the second guy, the detective. Wow. Okay, so while Jeremy Miles had the phobia of darkness, this guy is a detective. He suffers kind of from the Max Payne syndrome. Like, you know, he's like, oh, he likes to drink. He's an alcoholic. But at some points you have to wonder who isn't. So yeah, I like that every character has some sort of flaws to it. Anyway, let's get on with the story. I'm glad you're here, Detective Rivers. We have two people that were brutally stabbed to death. They have been identified as Jim and Sarah Parker. Just when I thought this week couldn't get any worse. Is there anything else I should know? The victims had a daughter. She is the one that found them like this. You should ask her a few questions. Isn't that Barbara? Huh, interesting. I suppose I could try. She's probably still in shock from finding her parents like this. I don't know how much help she would be right now. Do you think that this is related to the girl we found dead in the street a couple weeks back? I'm not really sure. She was identified as 8 years old and as the 8-year-old girl that disappeared 16 years ago from the town of Springfall. Maybe a little bit of Silent Hill into this, I'm not sure. It's odd that she turned up here in Blackford, and now there has been 2 additional murders. I'll make a connection when I have more time. I'm seriously going to need a drink after this. You sure that's a good idea? This murder case isn't going to solve itself. Alright, I'll just start off with a cocktail. Is there anything else you wanted to tell me? No, sir. There's the body, now I see it. Fuck. You must be the new guy. Jiggy said. It's an honor to meet you, Detective Rivers. Okay, so what I learned from RPG Maker games. Those that have faces are somehow important or have a role. Those that don't, they don't even care about them. They're gonna die. They're gonna die already. It's an honor to meet you, Detective Rivers. Don't try to butter me up unless you're going to take me out on a date. Okay, that was weird. Is it true that you found the missing girl from Springfall? Did you know her? I didn't know her personally, but I have a cousin that is from the same town as her. I don't think that helps me here. I need to take a look around. Investigations. Okay, so there's like, it seems there's different meters for everyone, which is good. Honestly, this makes it more viable for what I talked about, how you should feel things. During an investigation, you will be able to talk to certain people or examine certain things to find clues. These clues will open up new choices and change how it plays out. Okay, first thing first, let's examine the body. Ah! Why did it turn? This must be Sarah Parker. Should we examine the body or the symbol? I'm afraid we only get one chance, so let's examine the symbol. Whatever symbol that might be. That's an odd symbol on the wall. I've never seen anything like that. It seems to look like a splash of blood, honestly. The murder might be part of a cult, and this was a ritualistic sacrifice. Examine the body. Her shirt appears to be torn, and there are several stab wounds on her back. She probably tried to get away from the killer. I wonder why her body is over here, not close to the door. Why? Okay, so if you look at her like this, she has red hair, but when you went to examining her body, she had like blonde hair. Like really? Okay, it looked like someone was preparing a meal before this happened. Yeah. Okay, let's look at the TV. Maybe there's something interesting. No. Let's talk to Barbara, because I'm sure she's Barbara. Hello, I'm Detective Rivers, and I need to ask you a few questions. Okay, so it was Barbara. I was right. Now, this might be a little spoiler. Spoiler for Barbara's plot point, but she finds out something dark about her parents. It's not really explained what, but she finds something dark. We'll get there. We'll get there. And still, the sound is not like I want it to be. I'm not sure I can do that right now. I still haven't processed that my parents are gone. I can pressure, I can sympathize. What would a detective do in this case? Well, he'll sympathize, of course, because he wants the victim to help him out. I know that must be difficult for you, but I need your help. Please let me ask a few questions. Alright, I'll try to help as much as I can. Asking about Springfall isn't really gonna help if I'm correct, or if I think well enough about this. Let's ask about her parents. Did anyone have a grudge against your parents? My parents were liked by everybody. I can't imagine someone wanting them dead. When was the last time you talked to your parents? I called my mother a few days before this happened. It didn't seem like anything was wrong. Well, I guess that doesn't help much. Was there something else you wanted to ask? Yeah, about Springfall. Does the town of Springfall mean anything to you? That's actually where I grew up. Why do you ask? Okay, so somehow her parents are connected to Springfall, which the 8-year-old girl disappeared and was found that. That's mind-blowing. Well, there was another murder before this one, and she was from the same town. So somehow connected? I didn't know for sure, but I'm going to look into it. Do you know anyone from Springfall that moved to Blackford? My boyfriend Jeremy is from Blackford. He wasn't born there, but he lived there for about 6 years. Do you think he's in danger? I'm sure that there's nothing to worry about. I hope you're right. Was there something else you wanted to ask? Thank you for answering my questions. Okay, so we have, I think, one more body to look at, because that's only Sarah Parker. Where's Jim Parker? I'm glad you're here, Detective Rivers. And I don't know why I talk like that. What's here? I know this model. This is the old man model that I use for some things in RPG Maker. Let's see. There isn't anything of interest here. Yeah, since there are books. This must be Jim Parker. Examine the body. There doesn't seem to be any sign of struggle. The killer could have surprised them, but that seems unlikely. So somehow he died, but it was by surprise. Examine the symbol. I wish I knew what this symbol means. Maybe I should look into it a bit more. Oh, I wish I could, but I can't. Well, I guess there was one more room we should go to before we talk to that guy. Or let's see if there's something else. Okay, so they use the shower for this game. And I thought I got rid of the shower thing. Well, if examining both Jim and Sarah Parker. Are you done with investigation? I think I am done because there's nothing else really to investigate. Yeah, I've seen enough. Is there anything that you wanted to look into into future? Where do we begin? Okay. So where should we really begin this time around? The town of Springfall. Because somehow these murderers are connected to the girl, and they both were from Springfall. Both Jim and Sarah with the girl were from Springfall. The people of Springfall can also be something we should look into because, for crying out loud, is the people of Springfall. They're the ones that are getting killed. But the symbol really gets to me as the Fahrenheit thing. But I think we should research the symbol first of all, because if there's the satanic or whatever cult trying to kill people for their rituals and whatnot, that should be the main focus. Again, plus 20 internet points to the creator of this game for making it, for even giving these options that are thought-provoking. The symbol. I don't know what a symbol means. It might give us an idea of who we're dealing with. I'll look into that right away. Let's get the hell out of here. Okay. So again, we're playing as Jeremy Miles. And his little puppy. I don't know why it's funny. I guess it's about time that we went to pet Shadow. You pet Shadow on the head. I think he'll eat you alive, Jeremy. Sing up isn't an option too. Sing up is an option too. I doubt that I could sleep that long. Should I wait your decision? Okay, so we can either decide to go to sleep or stay awake. Again, good with the choices. I think I'll stay awake. Let's just stay awake for tonight. Shadow seems happy to hear that. Who'll be knocking at this time at night? Something seems to be bothering Shadow. Is there something wrong, Shadow? You can't tell what's wrong with him. You should stay here while I answer the door. I'll be right back. Son of a bitch! What happened to the lights? Okay, this escalated quickly. I like it. This night couldn't get any worse. And the dog disappeared. Shadow seems to be scared of something. Don't worry, Shadow. The power will be back on in no time. So the dog is scared like shitless right now, which is a nice touch. Did that come from the bathroom? Where's the bathroom is the question. Here's the bathroom. Oh, the fucking symbol. What is there? Why is there blood here? It looks like it's from some kind of symbol. What the hell is going on here? Okay, so I think Jeremy might be the next victim. The mirror doesn't seem to be broken, but I know I hear glass breaking. You know, I think I should really up the volume a little bit. Okay, so now the volume is good. I should speak louder now. Let's see what happens now, this time around. Okay, so let's try and figure out. Let's go at the door. I don't think anyone's behind the door. Am I losing my mind? Is someone there? Get the fuck out of my apartment. Do you want to die tonight, Jeremy? Oh my god, that looks so fucking creepy. So, plus another 5 internet points for a creepy face. What are you? Why are you here? I am vengeance! Okay, so this was an amazing point to finish the demo. That's like, you make people want to see what happens next. Okay, this game, you guys should really get it out when it comes out. When the guy finishes it, you should really get it. Why? Because amazing. Look at it. I mean, from what I saw, it gets so... I give it so many internet points like you have no fucking idea. It is so amazingly done, designed with music and... Okay. Calm thoughts now. Get this game. It's worth everything. If it's free, good job. If it costs 10, 20, 55, I don't care how many dollars, get it. I will throw my money at this game for what it's worth. For what it's worth, you don't really see RPG Maker games that are supposed to be horror-like this good. Not throwing balls of sand at anyone else, but this game is really horror, and this game deserves everything. Every praise, every claim, everything. Anyway, thank you for watching.